I've recently been trying out the Mizuno STG 220 driver, all on the basis of adjustability. The question I want to ask is, does adjustability actually change our golf shots, and how much of effect does it have? Let's have a look. So what we're going to do, we're going to give this driver a little bit of a test. I'm going to hit 12 shots. There's 9 different locations these weights can be moved to around the driver. I'm going to pick 4 of them. We're going to get the low spinning version, the high spinning version, the draw and the fade version, and actually see how much it does affect my ball flight. And also one thing, comment down below, does adjustability matter to you? Would you go and get a driver, play one round, feel that you're not hitting it well, stick the weight somewhere else, or are you just going to bang them into the spot that you think works for you, leave it there, never touch it again? Because I find that quite interesting. Do we need this much adjustability, or is it just a case of it's a fitting tool to make us find the flight we want and then we stick with it? Right, without further ado, we're going to start off with the weights in the back port here, which is their highest forgiveness setting, and seeing that we should get the high launch. Also, we should see that it's a pretty low spin driver, this one, so let's get into it. At the back, we're going to use GC2, Titleist Pro V1, 3 balls. How many fairways do I hit, and how are moving these weights going to affect what happens throughout the test? Let's give it a go. That's down the fairway is the first one. That's somewhere what I would expect. 279 carry, 258. Wasn't my best strike, but a nice little fade down there, my normal shot shape. Let's hit 2 more in this setting. Oh, that's Healy. That is Healy. But it's literally side by side. 258, 2,588 as spin, 282 as carry, little bit of a low heel, but shape right next to the other one. So in this forgiving setting, seeing that fairways hit 2 out of 2, I would say probably 3.5 out of 5 on the strike as an average. And that is literally on top of the other 2. Those balls couldn't be any closer together. Not my best strikes. Gone a little bit further because it's a towy one, 290, 1,780, but look, a little bit towy there. But shot shape, very much the same. So in that setting, because of the forgiveness, we're seeing that I'm getting away with a little bit more. I'm going to crank it now into the draw setting and see how that affects what we're doing. So positive results there from the forgiving one. Like I say, about 3.5 out of 5 I would give them a strike location, but seeing that I got the fairway 3 times there, I've now changed it into the highest draw capability. I'm going to try and swing it the same and see what effect that has on the golf ball, and see how, if that actually then determines whether I hit more fairways or not. Well, we can't hit more fairways, but see if I can hit a fairway with this little bit of a draw going on. So 3 shots. Let's see if the forgiveness stays the same. Let's see, though, if I can hit a little draw. Oh, wow. That's mad. It's on the fairway. Perfect strike. That's interesting. So 276 yards carry. Got it really nice out of the face there. The spin though was down to 1,739. I got my draw, which is what I wanted. Yeah, that impressed me, that first one. Let's hit 2 more. Oh, I've absolutely shafted that one. I couldn't have hit that any worse. It's down the fairway though. Down the fairway, it was low heel, so we're going to see that spin jump up there, which we have 2,600, 267, so we've seen the drop in it. But do you know what, for how bad I hit that out of the heel, it was only a very small fade to that draw bias, not seeing me carve it out there as much. 1 more in the draw setting. Oh, there's that draw again. That was a bit more high toe. Yep. 280, 1.4 on the spin. So I am seeing one thing that I'm noticing with this driver, anything a little bit off centre towards the toe, super low spin. Anything down at that heel, we are seeing the spin jump up, but it's doing what it says on the tin there. I've got 2 draws, I've got 3 fairways hit, my dispersion is a little bit wider because I'm not on that most forgiving setting, but it's done what it said on the tin. Let's see if we put it into the fade setting, how much of a fade I start to get as a fader of the golf ball. But interesting adjustability at the moment. Something that I don't really play around with, but like I said earlier, comment down below, is it something that you would mess around with? Let's get into the fade setting. So impressive results there with the draw one. Like I say, not a drawer of the golf ball, but seeing that I was starting to get a little bit of it and still keeping the forgiveness with that weight back. Moved it into the fade setting now. I'm expecting, seeing what happened with that draw, and I'm trying to swing it as if I were playing my normal little fade, I'm expecting to see probably 10, maybe 15 yards more fade with this, but let's see what we get. Nope, just a 5-yard fade down the middle of the fairway. Interesting. 2,100 spin, 282 carry. Let's hit 2 more, see how we go with this. Oh, there we go. That's fading a bit more. It's just going to catch. Yeah, just caught the right edge of the fairway. It's literally 2 yards on it, but saw that it curved more. Interesting here with these two, 2,100, a bit more consistent spin. Last 2 shots have been slap bang out of the middle there, 288 carry with that one. So the longest one so far, like I say, consistent spin because of consistent strike. And I did see a little bit more of that fade come into play there then. Let's hit one final one. Yeah, there we go, fading a tiny bit more. And it's literally, it's nearly hit the other golf ball, that. And those are the 3 best strikes I've had and the 3 most consistent spin. 286 carry, 22 spin again. So all about that strike there, but did see that they've curved more than my original with just the setting where it was in the highest. Let's get into the low spinning one now. This one, I'm expecting me to hit 0 fairways and see spin drop off the planet, because if I strike it slightly off center, I don't think it's going to give me what I need to get it on the flight I want. So we've gone into the monster setting here. We've put the weights completely up to the front now, so it's going to be the least forgiving setting. Also should be the lowest spinning. I should see the same launch because I've got the same loft, but will I keep it in play, and how much is this going to affect what I see here? Obviously my centeredness of strike is going to play a huge part. If I get a few that I got earlier on in the test, I think we're going to see some wild golf shots, but let's hope for middles. Oh, that's not bad. That's got no spin on it though. It's weird. Moving the weights around, the driver feels different. It felt more solid with the fade one than it did in any other setting. That one felt real tinny as I hit it. Was a little bit more out of the roof there, a little bit above the thingy, above the top line, but out of the centre. 1.7 spin with that 2.8 carry, so good signs. Not seeing any shape on it, which was good as well. So adjustability at the minute doing its job. I almost want to feel as if I can miss-hit this just to see how detrimental it would be. Oh, that felt a bit heely. It is a little bit heely, but do you know what? They just seem to be bombing. That was more low heel. It's jumped up to 2.2, but it's carried 278 on a miss-hit. Oh, hello. 276, 1,600. Interesting there. On the lower spin setting, I've only hit 1 fairway. They were very straight golf shots, but like I normally try and see a fade, they've just had very little backspin, so they've just sort of shot up and stayed on their track. We've not seen it actually moving there. So interesting results that. Does adjustability work in this driver? 100% yes, I'm seeing there. Obviously only a small collection of golf balls, but it is interesting that now that I know that, I've played it with the maximum forgiveness for maybe about 4 rounds now. I'd be tempted to move to the fade just because I saw a little bit more yardage and I saw the shape I wanted still. The question though I asked at the start, would I change it now? Now that I've done a little bit of a test, I'm going to change it to the fade, but after that, I wouldn't change it to try and suit a shape. I would just get my golf swing into a position. So interesting little test there just to see about adjustability and how moving weights around can actually affect that. So I would say probably a benefit if you're looking to go and get your club custom fit and fix maybe, or help with a certain shot you're trying to get rid of, they can help. But interesting one. Guys, hope you've enjoyed it. Plenty more to come. See you in the next lesson.